Welcome as we get into our discussions this morning. The Project 600 committee, they will be hosting a walk against crime, a very serious initiative, and it's happening on Sunday the 10th. This Sunday the 10th of December at the Queen's Park, Savannah. We welcome Isa Mohammed, chairman of the Project 600 committee. I want to thank you for coming on the program. Thanks for being here, and thanks for, I would say, putting on this major initiative. I hope that the message really resonates and is able to reach those who have the power to make the change.
Yeah. Good morning to yourself, Jason. Good morning to all of your viewers. Yeah, the march is something that we felt needed to happen. And there's this whole idea that you're looking for something and nobody's doing it. There's a point where you have to say, well, you know something, this is important, this affects all of us. If somebody's not doing it, you have to take it upon yourself to get it done. This project started just 6 weeks ago, and it was a conversation myself and my wife were having over lunch. And we're speaking about how we feel about what's going on with the crime situation, and it's pain and it's grief, and it's getting worse. And when you see now that even little children are being, I mean, I don't want to sound too crass about it, but little children are being cut down in the streets. We saw what happened with the Peterkin family. We saw Andrea Lalon. Just a few days ago, a 4-year-old boy was shot, right? And I'm just, the vision in my head, I have a 4-year-old son as well, right? And the vision in my head is, what damage does one of these high caliber rounds do to a 4-year-old body? And no, it's pain. And we said, you know what, we need to come together to share this pain, because it's a societal trauma that we're going through, where crime has infused in everything in this country. Yeah. You know, you can't have a conversation, you almost cannot have a conversation today in Trinidad without crime coming up in it somewhere. Yeah, someone will obviously bring up something, or it seems like even if it's part of a discussion, and I mean, I'm happy to know that there is still that feeling, even though most of us are far removed from some of the stories that we see, but it can still impact you in a way to take on such an initiative. The problem I have sometimes, and what's scary, is that many people see what's happening, they hear what's happening, but once it's not on their doorstep, they just move on. They're almost immune and numb to what's happening in the country. So I think that this kind of initiative could wake people up and just let them understand if you indeed get some good numbers. And we'll get to that very soon as to who's invited and how can one be part of it. But the walking away, or the, well, oh, there's the next one, boy, and you move on. That's the part that's a bit scary for me in Trinidad right now. Yeah. I hear you. I think that the apathy, you know something, maybe it's more frustration than apathy. I think people do care. I think people care. There's just no avenue to express that feeling. And this is one of the things we're hoping to provide. How can folks be part of it? Because I know Sunday, Savannah, timing, people do just, they're looking on and they want to just lend their voice, lend their time and support. So Project 600 is a call for 600 volunteers to carry 600 flags around the Queen's Park, Savannah. Now these flags, they're big, 3 feet by 5 foot flags on a 10-foot pole. It's a white flag with a black stripe, and it represents like our national flag, but with all the red removed. So the blood has been drained from this flag. The red has been drained from this flag, and all we're left with is the bare black and white, right? 600 represents 600 citizens who would have lost their lives to homicide over the past calendar year. We saw last year, for the first time, the figure crossed 600. And we're going to be approximately 600 again. I mean, it's expected to be approximately 600 again this year. And that's where the number 600 comes from. To get involved, our website, project600tt.com, project600tt.com. There's a button there. You click and you volunteer to carry a flag. You sign up to march. Simple. If you don't want to do that, it's fine. We're encouraging every citizen of Trinidad and Tobago to come down and stand in solidarity with the victims, and to send a message that we as a society need to do better about how we face and tackle this problem.
What time is y'all marching and all approvals in place?
3 p.m. All approvals, well, I should say everything has been applied for. TTPS has lovingly told us that you have plenty time, man, don't worry about it. So we're going with the assurances from TTPS that we will have documents in hand before the march, but everything is applied for, and as far as we are able to, everything is in place.
Great, and it's from 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
When do you all start?
Well, we're calling everybody there from 3 p.m. We will have a little public meeting before that. We are trying to get a few victims of crime to speak.
But what area are you going to assemble?
Opposite Victoria Avenue, so that's opposite TGIF.
Okay, understood. So that's the assembly point, and then you'll do the march. This will be groundbreaking.
I hope so. I hope so. I'm not too sure about groundbreaking. You know, everybody speaks to me when we speak about March Against Crime. Everybody brings up, we have to bring it up, man, the death march and Stephen Cadiz and that sort of thing. And we're saying that was 18 years ago.
Yeah, it's not about, you know, eclipsing anybody else's, you know, initiative. I think groundbreaking in the sense that it's needed. I think, you know, because the last march I saw was some school children around the savannah. And I remember I slowed down and I watched and I was like, wow, look, school children with placards, frustrated. So just make the noise, make the noise.
This is one of the things we want to do is to normalize this culture of civic action and responsibility, because I feel as a people we've lost our voice over the past couple decades, and we need to get that back.
Isa Mohammed, I want to thank you, the chairman of the Project 600 committee. Again, you can check out their website, project600tt.com, for more details. We're going to come back after the break with our Caribbean connection, Suini Gray, with another important conversation with our regional brothers and sisters. See you soon.